Okay, so we're looking into this here. We're in the trunk, and we've got the relay and the inertia switch down. They mount up there. I'll do a little more detail video, get some detail explanation on this later. I may even make a separate video just explaining how this works. But so yeah, so Grandpa's got it spliced, got a ground spliced in. Wire runs all the way over here, back here. So yeah, so the pump will stay running constantly. I'm thinking it's because he was running the one pump. It's supposed to, with what I've read so far, it's supposed to cycle on with the key, and it cycle on and cycle, then shut off. But obviously it's wired to stay running constantly. So it's going along with what my memory was. So the relay was bad. Stuck a different relay on there. It was an extra one that was in the car. So I have voltage coming out of the relay now. But as far as I can tell, the pumps still aren't working. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull everything. Check voltages at the pumps. And I already know this tank's bad anyway. So we got it up on jack stands and jacks here. Got one wheel off. We're going to pull the tank. So I've got it up just enough for some clearance where I'm going to try to get that tank down. And we'll start looking into things. I also noticed that there's been smelling old gas around the car, and the top of the tank's damp and it smells like old gas. So I don't know what's going on, if we've got a leak or what's going on there. I don't know if you can see that. So we're going to find out once we get this tank down. We'll let you see it once we get it down. Well, the fuel tank's down. Kind of a bit of a disaster. I was going to use a transmission jack, but it had more fuel in it than I thought. And because the car's tipped forwards, all the fuel's at the one end, and then it just wasn't balanced properly and kind of slid down, came down. It didn't exactly go the way I wanted it to, but I don't know if it's just moisture on top of the tank or what's going on. But got the filler neck pulled out, the gasket's shot anyway. Gotta figure out how to disconnect those fuel lines. Well, we got the tank out. Had to disconnect the lines. I did buy a tool that would fit on the one, and the other one's got the clip thing. And I don't know. I might explain all that later, but basically there's a clip on there, and you gotta take them off. And then so there's the pump thing there. But anyway, tank is rusted out. It is on top. I don't know if there's any rust anywhere else or not. I suppose a person could patch that, but I guess I gotta see what the availability is of another tank is. If I can even get another one. There's the filler neck opening, but because I had all this dirt and crud on here, it was kind of like damp. Kind of course, it's dried out now. It smelled like old gas. So I figured there was something going on, and sure enough, there it is. So I gotta check the electrical going down on the wires there to the pump to make sure everything's good there. And then I may still try and see. I'm assuming this pump's bad. Should be bad anyway. So I'll show you what I did find. Actually, both of these, were partially plugged. I'm not sure which one There's actually fuel in there. Not sure. This one here is like plugged or something completely. Now I don't know if that's the return line or what's going on there. Maybe that's the return line, but that is just gummed up bad. Although I think that's the bigger one. I don't know. I'm not used to working on this. I guess I'm gonna find out. I'm not used to working on electronic fuel injection cars. It's really my first one to really mess with too much. Where I've got all this apart. I don't know which one would be the return. This one's bigger, but I would imagine that would be the main one. But you know, I could be wrong. But then again, this one's got more fuel in it, so maybe this one's the return. No one knows. That's just full of crud. So next step, let's take this pump out just for fun. We gotta dump this fuel out of here because it's full of old stale gas. It smells pretty strong, so gotta figure out how to get that dumped out into this container or something. I'm gonna try to pull that pump, I guess.